Hello, my super Scorpio. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time to your general reading for the end of February and potentially the beginning of March, as time is fluid in tarot and it could bleed over just a bit. And we are here for a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, maybe check out one of the other signs in your chart that might fit you a little bit better. I hope you're having a lovely week. If you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, all that good junk, and we will get right into it. Just so you're aware, we are going to use the traditional tarot deck, the psychic tarot deck, and the angel tarot deck for your reading today, in case anyone had any interest in that. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so the first row here is going to be what you're kind of feeling going through right now, and I'm hoping you can see these, but I will certainly show you and go through that, as well as we'll do clarifiers, of course. But we are going to go ahead and get started here. Alrighty, it looks like we are starting off with the Temperance card. So I feel like maybe you've been going through some possible decision making or balancing of affairs in your life, and you've been kind of weighing things lately. So that could be a relationship. You may be choosing between multiple people, or you may be deciding whether to leave a relationship, stay in a relationship. It could be with family members as well, where you're kind of deciding how to weigh family members. There could be some strife in a family, and you're trying to kind of keep a moderation there so that you don't upset one without upsetting the other, you know, or that kind of thing. So those could be all different things you're dealing with right now. Of course, you would know what that is that resonates with you specifically. But your next card I do see is the Six of Cups. And so that is telling me that if a love hasn't come into you, there may be someone from your past who is wanting to come into you. However, if that is one of the ideas that you've been weighing as the Temperance card, it does look like that is here, and it does look like it's a positive type of feeling I'm getting from this. I do feel like that is a positive movement. This could also be if you're having family issues or as a family situation. It could be something that's just saying that you're dealing with some situational strife, maybe amongst people you've known since you were young, friends you've known since you were young, siblings, things like that. But most of the time when I see this card, I'm feeling as though this is maybe somebody from your past, somebody you've known since you were younger, something of that regard that is coming to especially in line with the Temperance card, that is potentially trying to court you, date you, what have you. And they maybe have already showed up, or they're coming soon, very soon, and expressing that desire. And I feel like you are going to be putting a lot of thought into that. We have the King of Cups energy here too. So this could either be your energy or it could be their energy. I kind of feel like with this being such a dominant, strong energy, and you having the Temperance energy, I feel like this is potentially the person from your past is coming in, and they're coming in with a lot of strength to offer you a relationship, an opportunity, something of kind of a large magnitude, something very interesting to you. And that may be where you are, you're making decisions here. You're deciding what you want to do with that. But again, I do feel like it's probably somebody that you've already known, have known for a long time, or known, since your childhood, that type of thing, or have been friends with for a while, or is a friend of someone that you have known. Now down here with what is coming forward, we have the Hierophant, and it's in reverse, and that's below your Temperance card. So I feel like, that's kind of a spiritual connection, a spiritual knowing card, but with it being in reverse, I feel like your Temperance, your decision making on this specific aspect is not one that you feel like you are spiritually tied to. I feel like you're making this more on a very logical plane. You are trying to be very pragmatic in this decision. And that may or may not be something that you're used to. because I feel like with this Temperance card, you're kind of struggling with it a little bit, you know. Temperance is a very positive card, but it's kind of also a weighing, you know, you're one cup into the other, you're one toe in the water, you're one toe out. You're kind of, so I feel like you're not necessarily really digging into your personal feelings as much as maybe you should right now. You're digging more into just kind of the pragmatic, flat, on paper type of situation. What does this mean to me? What does this opportunity say to me? What do I think about this? And you may need to be looking a little bit more about how it makes you feel, tap more emotionally into it. We have the Devil card, but it's in reverse. So the Devil card, you know, as you see, you're tied, you know, it's two people tied together. And again, it's falling below this Six of Cups in reverse. So I feel like, you know, this could be a breaking apart of somebody, you know, that you have been friends with for a long time, and that may be part of it. You're deciding what to do about that. You know, and this King of Cups energy could be, you know, that could be a third person, a third party, but more so, I feel like what I get out of this is that because you are being so, I guess emotionally unavailable almost is kind of how I feel. This is what the intuition is giving to me, that you're being very kingly, very, almost just so, cut and dry, black and white, very, you know, that you're not really, everything is being very, not emotional, very dry, very, very cold, that, you know, you're not allowing yourself to be swayed at all, which is, this is great. This is great that you don't have this devil energy with you. You are making decisions that are sound, because the devil energy is obviously a bad energy, and it's keeping you from getting tied to this person. So I do feel like by keeping your emotions out of it, this could actually be, you know, I initially said you might want to be more emotional, but now that I'm seeing the Devil card as the next card, and that would be something that would tie you, I'm feeling like perhaps maybe that is the best option. The best route is to stay non-emotional, because the devil likes to play on your emotions. That is the first thing they like to do. So, you know, perhaps that is the case. You need to be kingly and stately. You need to be less, you know, emotionally driven, swayed, that kind of thing. Even if it is somebody from your past that you have a weakness or a soft spot for, you definitely need to, you know, not let that come into play, because that person may or may not have your best intentions in mind with being the Devil card. But with it in reverse, I do feel like that, because everything I'm reading in this, or everything I'm feeling in this, is saying that you are very much keeping your emotions out of this, that is what is kind of saving you here from this devil energy. And I feel like that's ultimately, you know, that's maybe the reason that I'm feeling that this was a little bit off here, is maybe you are typically an emotional person. You are emotionally drawn to people. You emotionally tie yourself to people. And this time, you know, this is just not, you didn't, and it's different for you how you make your decisions. But definitely this is good that you're not emotionally tying to this. And then this is ending. Here is the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is a card of kind of, you're making decisions about your money and how to handle it. You know, it's not a card of abundance, but it's not a card of chaos either. It's more kind of a card of balancing. If you look at the card, you know, it's charity and balance. There's a scale there, you know, and they're giving money to those less fortunate. So I feel like that is just, even if it's not a financial situation, that maybe they're trying to suck you into. And it could very well be, to be honest with you, since this Pentacles has shown up, they may be trying to use your emotion to drain some funds out of you. But you're not allowing that to happen because you're not emotionally tying to it. You know, what they may be doing is they may be trying to use your charitable nature typically. But I feel like you are being very methodical with these scales. You're being very almost like a judge wise, judgely in this regard, that you are not allowing yourself to be swayed by anything other than just the facts, the cold, hard facts. And that may be very different for you. That may be why this devil energy tapped into you, because they felt like, well, this is a person that I've known from my past, and they're a person who is very giving. They're very kind. I can tie into their heartstrings, and I can, use them for whatever I need to, but you aren't having it here. You are being, you're channeling this King of Cups energy. With the way this is playing out, you're definitely channeling that, and it's falling right above this card right here, where I feel like, this devil energy is somebody you've known for a long time, and they thought that they could play you perhaps, and maybe very much so for some money, but you have utilized your stately King of Cups energy to make good judgment and say, no way, I'm going to be charitable, but only as much as I feel like being, and there will be nothing else beyond that. You will not utilize any sort of heartstrings to drain me. You won't take my kindness for weakness. You won't have that, which is fantastic. That's great. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers on this. What an interesting flow. What an interesting flow here. I do love this. Okay. So, what kind of, clarifiers can we get on temperance here? Oh, I'm excited. Obstacles and challenges. Well, obviously with temperance, you have an obstacle and challenge here. You're making a decision. You're trying to decide what to do about this person, their opportunities and offers, how to handle them, I think, is more so what you're trying to decide, really than what to do. I think you kind of know what you need to do. It seems like, it's more or less how to handle them. So let's see, the Six of Cups, material harvest. And I think that's because that's what they're there for. I believe this person's come around for a less than kind or just reason, to be honest with you. That's right above the Devil card in reverse. I just feel like this person may have come back around with, some ulterior motives potentially in mind. And now that I've seen the way the cards play out, it just doesn't seem like maybe they are there just for kind and generous reasons. They're there possibly for some ulterior reasons. King of Cups, stand your ground. And you certainly look like you do, but absolutely stand your ground. Wow, that is amazing, because that is what you're doing amazingly well. It looks like, and it's a good thing, because devil energy is coming down here, and you're standing your ground. Wonderful. Let's see, the Hierophant in reverse, fertility. And fertility doesn't necessarily mean, in this deck especially, it can mean fertility. Of course it can mean, pregnancy and growth and motherhood and all that, but most of the time with this deck, fertility is more the growth of an idea, the growth of a thought, the growth of a plan, something in that nature. And given the fact that this is falling right below your temperance card, your obstacles and challenge card, and it's falling on your Hierophant in reverse, this tells me that you are just using solely your mind to come up with an idea, to develop an idea on how to deal with this person, how to get them out of your way, get rid of them, get rid of their devil energy, reverse it, which you do clearly, stand your ground. That's what you're doing there. That's what that fertility card is all about. It's about you developing your ideas, the growth of ideas there. So that's pretty clear right there. The Devil card in reverse, emotional loss. So they're playing on your emotions. They're going to play on your emotions as much as they possibly can. That is what they're going to do. That's what their plan was from the beginning. They knew you to be in past a kind, a giving, caring, kind person. They have made the mistake of taking your kindness for weakness, and you are more than willing to let them know that that is not the case. So good for you. Hell yeah. So let's see on this final card, this Six of Pentacles, what we have here. And we have passion ignited. And so I feel like that is you just being so proud of yourself for standing your ground, because I do feel like you probably are a very kind, very emotionally driven person. If it's somebody that you feel needs help or that you care about, you're a very charitable person, that kind of thing. And I think they knew that. And that's why they approached you. That's why they targeted you or what have you. And so I feel like with this passion ignited, what this is saying to you is that, you know, you are very proud of yourself here. This is more of a pride, a newfound happiness in yourself that you stood your ground. It's right below stand your ground. And you are proud of yourself that you were not taken, you know, that your kindness was not taken for weakness. And I think that's a big deal. And I think you should be super proud of yourself. Also, you know, I do see the numbers 5 come up here twice. So if that means something to you, the number 5 could mean something to you. We have a 3, 9, 7, 1. Any of those can mean something to you. 1 is obviously a power number here. So any of those might mean something, but the 5 does come up twice, of course. So that is, you know, something to keep in mind if that means anything to you. We'll go ahead and get some clarifications on your angel cards here on the obstacles and challenges. Your Archangel Raphael, okay, so, and Temperance, he's bringing you the knowledge that you need. Raphael is going to assist you, bring you the knowledge that you're going to need to overcome these obstacles and challenges. So you have help. You are going to be given, you know, some information, I feel like, at some point that's going to kind of spark some sort of, you know, question in your mind about this person's motives. You may notice that they've lied, catch them in a lie. You may catch them in something, or you may find out that their finances aren't where they were, or something that they're saying doesn't sound exactly right to you. You're gonna some sort of knowledge, some sort of something is going to spark in you, and that'll be your Archangel Raphael. He's bringing you that information, that knowledge, so that you can really kind of see them for what they are. Let's get some on this material harvest, and that's over the 6 of Cups and its strength. And again, I think that's just saying that you're going to have to channel your inner strength, because they know you're a person. This is a person who is coming back, knowing that they know you, knowing who you are, knowing that you are they would consider an easy target because you're kind, because you are considerate, you're charitable, you're thoughtful, you're giving, all of those things that a lot of people do take as kindness for weakness. So you're going to have to channel your strength. You're going to have to know that this is what you need to do to make sure you're not taken advantage of, because I feel like you may be a person who people do take advantage of if they can, because you are such a kind person. This stand your ground over the King of Cups card. Let's see what we've got here for you. Transformation. And this is a transformation for you, because again, I do feel like you are a person who typically, you know, you really are just a giving person. You are a loving person. You're a kind person, and you want to help people. You truly do. And especially if you see somebody who you feel like's in need, or they're expressing they're in need, and you feel obligated to do that. And this is going to take you having to transform into a different type of person than you're used to. You're going to have to go against all of your natural instincts to want to help somebody, and realize that, no, this isn't a person who really needs my help. This is a person who wants to take advantage. And that's a transformation for you, and it's going to be a tough one. But I do think that's what's going to ignite your passion for yourself, for your ability to stand up for yourself, because it's going to be a different side for you. This fertility over the Hierophant in reverse. Passion. And again, this is going to be you having to channel into your mental abilities here. You're going to have to be passionate about the fact that you know something's not right. Again, this is coming under the Archangel. This is coming under obstacles and challenges. This is basically coming under your Temperance. This is saying that you are going to have to, you know, you're going to have to channel yourself every way you can mentally to prepare to expect that this person may not want to be your friend after this. You may lose a friend. You may have this or that. But you know what? If they were your real friend, would they be putting you in a position like this? If this was a real, this person is not doing you justice. And you have to understand, you have to be passionate about yourself. And you have to be passionate about your own growth. This fertility card is your own growth, your mental ideas growing, your mental health growing, everything inside you growing. And the Hierophant in reverse is telling me that you're tapping into your mental capacities more than your emotional capacities. And that's a whole new aspect for you in a lot of cases, because a lot of times your heart overrules your head sometimes, you allow that, especially when you feel like somebody is needing of your help, your services, your assistance. So you're going to have to be passionate about yourself in this regard. How about this emotional loss over that devil energy? And you're wanting to lose that devil energy anyway. So connections, again, I think that's saying, you know what, you need to watch these connections. And you know what, if this person decides that they want to cut out of your life because you don't let them take advantage of you, good. That's a connection you don't need. You don't need connections from people who would take advantage of you. They are not your friends if they want to take advantage of you. Those are not the kinds of friends you want anyway. Those are not the kind of people you want in your life. And I don't care if they're family. It's okay to cut off toxic family. Just because they're family does not give them the right to take advantage of you. So that is something that you need to, for sure, keep in mind. And then the last one here, of course, which is the passion ignited over the Six of Pentacles. We have new beginnings. And again, that is perfect because you are beginning anew. You are beginning, this is under your transformation card too, which could not be more perfect because you are learning to, one, stand up for yourself. You are learning to, two, realize that not everybody is a good person, or has your best interest at heart. Some people are users. Some people are the kind who will mistake your kindness for weakness, and you need to not let that happen. You need to cut those people off, emotionally lose them, cut that connection, and ignite the passion in yourself. It's okay to be giving and charitable, for sure, absolutely, to those who need it truly and deserve it. But be judicious. That's why there's a scale with that giving. Be judicious in whom you're giving to. Don't let everyone take advantage of you. You have a new chance here. You've seen something in somebody who was trying to, use you for something, trying to take advantage of you. And now you have learned to not only spot it, but you've learned to say no. And that's the most important part. You've learned to say, I don't care if you walk away. I'm okay with that because I'm not weak. I am strong. I'm passionate about myself. I'm passionate about growing my own self. And I am fine with losing you. I have the strength I need. And, I don't mind. I can move forward knowing that I am just fine without negative connections. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Otherwise, please do check out one of the other signs in your chart that might have resonated with you a bit more. But otherwise, I will see you soon, hopefully at the end of the week for your weekend energy reading. Thank you. Bye.